What's up, Nets Daily community? I'm DV from Nets Daily and BallOnlineFrame.com, and this is the first edition of Pass the Mic. Basically, we're asking you questions, and we're looking at you guys to do what I'm doing right now, and that's recorded on my phone. You could even use your laptop, whatever you want, and basically get answers to our questions. So in this first edition, I received 3 submissions, 3 answers, set of answers, and every single one of them did it in their car. So I figured I'd do the same thing just to keep the flow and the rhythm going. So first question, what do you think Bojan Bogdanovic will do in his rookie season?
The way I see Bojan Bogdanovic fitting into this team is more like a decoy stretching out the floor, similar to the way that Mirza Teletovic did it himself when he started out with the Nets. He is a defensive liability like Teletovic was as he's learning the NBA game over the European game. But right now, I see him stretching out the floor, hitting some key threes, some key buckets. And then as he progresses throughout the season, his defense can improve at that point, especially if he wants to get playing time under Lionel Hollis' system. But right now, I see him stretching out the floor, hitting occasional threes, maybe coming in for about 10-minute click per game.
How do I see Bogdanovich fitting in with the Nets this season? Well, judging by his play in the FIBA and Lionel Hollins' willingness to run him with the starters in practice, I can see him fitting in very well with this team. Seems like he's going to get some starts to start off the season, so we're going to see what he has. And judging by the first 2 preseason games that I've seen, he's actually got a higher basketball IQ than I thought.
Second question, will Jarrett Jack make more of an impact than Sean Livingston did last season?
I don't think Jarrett Jack is going to have as much of an impact as Sean Livingston did. As I mentioned last year, I called Sean Livingston as being the X factor for the Nets, which he indeed was. Sean Livingston had tremendous defense. He played some of the toughest defenders of the teams, like a LeBron James, getting a charge foul against him to foul him out the game in either the second or third game of the season when LeBron fouled out and we won the game in overtime. And Sean Livingston is definitely a great ball distributor. The only plus that Jarrett Jack has over Sean Livingston is that he can hit the three-pointer. Sean Livingston is a terrible three-point shooter. I think he took maybe 2 3-pointers for the season last year. But besides that, Sean Livingston definitely is going to be missed over Jarrett Jack. Hopefully, Jarrett Jack can go back to the way that he was a couple years ago when he played with the Golden State Warriors and be that spark plug that we need coming down the stretch.
Well, that's a tough question. I don't want to just write off Livingston because he actually became a fan favorite last year, and he was the epitome of hard work and never giving up. After what he'd been through, to see him be such a huge impact for us last year was so good. But let's be fair here. Jarrett Jack, before last year, if you would have to pick your player, you would have probably went with Jack just off of history. I'm hoping he's better than Livingston because that's saying a lot. And I think he can be a huge spark off the bench for us and when D Will's struggling.
Third question, and the most important one for the success of the Nets this season, is if Deron Williams and Brook Lopez are both healthy, what type of numbers will they put up?
If D-Will and Brook Lopez are healthy, I see them putting up some pretty big numbers. D-Will, I see him going back to an 18-8 guy, 18 points, 8 assists a game. And Brook Lopez, I can see him going being a 27 guy, 20.7 rebounds per game. And if that happens, we didn't even include Joe Johnson in the mix, but if that happens, the Nets are going to definitely make some noise. But the key is with both of these gentlemen being healthy. That's the key to the Nets' success.
Well, first and foremost, I hope that they both can be healthy this year because we're going to need them more than ever. A healthy D Will I can see giving us 17 points and 8 assists a night. And a healthy Brook Lopez I can see giving us 20 points a night and 7 boards. I would love the rebounds to go up for him. And I hope he's a little tougher this year.
Other than toughness, what do you think Lionel Hollins will bring to the team?
Lionel Hollins is definitely going to bring a professionalism and a strong attitude to the Nets. Professionalism. He's already having them realize that you got to work hard during practice in order to reap the benefits throughout the season. So definitely he's bringing professionalism. He's bringing a winning attitude to the Nets, something that we sorely needed last year that we definitely lacked under Jason Kidd's tutelage.
Well, I'm hoping he could bring structure. I feel like guys have not known their jobs for the last 2 seasons with all these coaching changes. I want to see stability. I want to see guys knowing what their job is off the bench, what the starters' roles are, and just comfortability, repetitiveness. I can see he's old school and he's going to demand a lot out of these guys. And I'm very excited to see what his system can do for us. When I look at what he's done in Memphis for guys like Connolly, Zach Randolph, I'm very excited to see what he can do with some of our upcoming players.
And finally, if the Nets are healthy all season, well, that's going to be hard to do, but if they are, what will be their record during the regular season? And if they qualify, how far will they go in the NBA playoffs?
If we are healthy, I can see the Nets getting 49 wins. If everybody's healthy, everybody's playing at the click that we need to play at, they already mastered what offensive system Lionel Hollins wants to have in the place. The defense is definitely going to pick up throughout the season, especially after the All-Star break. So I see us getting 49 wins this year if everybody's healthy. And I see us going to the second round in the postseason, possibly squeaking out a series win in the second in semifinals. Possibly, but I see us definitely going at least to the semifinals in the postseason.
So when it comes to the Brooklyn Nets and what their regular season record and playoff ceiling is going to look like, my personal opinion, I think last year a lot of us had unrealistic expectations with the team coming on with Pierce and Garnett and rookie head coach and Jason Kidd. And personally, I think this team is a lot deeper than it was last year, and I think with more defined roles, you'll see that especially in the playoffs. So personally, I think this team is around a 47-win team. And as far as the playoffs go, I see them as a second-round team. That would be, a ceiling I think that they can be at. Can they break that ceiling? Possibly. I mean, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. But if I had to take a guess, that's where I'd probably put them at. But I think this team is flying under the radar, and it's going to surprise a lot of people. And I think Hollins is going to get a lot out of those guys. So you never know. Let's go Nets.
And that's it for this edition of NetsDaily.com's Pass the Mic. I want to thank Henry, Miguel, and Chris for chiming in with their opinions about the Brooklyn Nets, our beloved Brooklyn Nets. If you want to participate in the next NetsDaily.com Pass the Mic, it should come in about a month. So look out for the questions and definitely follow the instructions. And one thing that you should probably do is go from this to this. That's right. Record it in landscape if you can. This way we can avoid the black bars, empty space, and the nothingness there on the side of the video. Make it look a lot crisper, cleaner, and fresh. Thank you again. I'm DV from NetsDaily.com and BallerMindFrame.com. And thank you for being a part of it and watching. Spread the word.